Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about reviews and how to deal with them. So, first of all, your positive reviews. Whenever anyone leaves a positive review, you leave them a good response. So you don't just say thanks, that's not a good response. You support their review and you say to them, thank you ever so much for coming or for doing this. It was absolutely great working with you, seeing you, or any of these kind of things. Just put a little bit of time and effort into your response, because when it comes down to it, when people are interacting, they will think, oh, this is great, I'm going to go back for more. Very, very useful. If it comes to someone leaving a bad review, and there are some terrible people out there who leave the most horrifying reviews, absolutely dreadful. However, responding to them in a bad manner is not a good thing, because one, people can see this. Okay, so people will see your response rather than just seeing what they write. So it's always good to be very cordial. Say, we're sorry you had such a bad experience. Can you please tell me more? Here's my email address. You want to get them off. You want to get them off of whichever platform you're on. You want to get them into private messaging so that you can have a communication. And most of the time, they're not going to want to do that. They're just going to want to slam the fist down and walk away. So they're not going to really generally respond. Now, I wouldn't normally advise getting rid of reviews that are negative without trying to respond to them. The only time you can really do this is if someone is clearly targeting a specific thing in your area. Let's say they're targeting every single law firm apart from one, and they're some sort of blooming espionage troll. That's going to be easy to get rid of, because you can explain that to a search engine like Google when they ask you for more information. But the most important thing is always be friendly, polite and cordial with people at the start when you open up a conversation with them, because then you can say, well, they didn't respond, we did reach out to them, I don't recognize that they even came in the first place, or if they genuinely did and it's a genuine review, take it on board, feedback, say, okay, I see that there was a problem today. I really appreciate you letting me know, and we'll do better, and we'll be better next time. Because the thing is, when you've got people going through your reviews and they do look at the bad reviews as well as the good reviews, you want to at least say, we are a company that tries, and we take on board critical feedback. We take these things on board and we do not let it upset us. Because I've dealt with some business owners over the years, especially restaurant owners, mainly because I work with mainly restaurant owners, but I've seen some horrific responses against customers where it's been like a real bloody battle, and that doesn't look good for a business when it's interacting with people in a negative light. So when it comes to reviews, the thing to take on board is always take time to respond. Always respond with a lot of effort. Put effort into every single response. And thirdly, be kind and friendly with every single response. When it comes to finally getting rid of a review, if someone doesn't respond and it's just a negative review and it doesn't have a positive impact on your business, what you want to do is get the review removed. But if you haven't reached out to someone, that's going to be very unlikely. Now, I will say, when it comes to getting reviews removed, it's not necessarily that easy. A lot of search engines and a lot of these different places, they will not accept they will not accept a situation where you go to them and say this review is inaccurate. Let's say for one of the firms that I've worked with, they had a review which was inferring that a solicitor that had never worked with them, never ever worked with them, had provided a poor quality of service. It was someone talking about the wrong law firm. I'm not making this stuff up. And Google didn't remove it. That review is still there. So we just put a message saying, please can you get in contact with us? At the bottom of it, we're not aware that any solicitor of this name has ever worked with our law firm. Can you give us some more information, please? Because the thing is, when people are reading these reviews, they're going to see that. They're going to see that the review's still there, that there's no response to it, and they're going to see our response saying, hey, this person doesn't work here, has never worked here, we are completely baffled. So it really, really negates the bad review. The thing is, when it comes down to reviews, the most important thing is just think of your company and how you want it to appear to other people. You don't want to appear like some sort of psychotic raving monster. I know I do, but you know, it's like that's part of my groove, baby. But when it comes to your company, you always want to have a cordial, friendly approach to everyone, even your biggest critics. Because the thing is, when it comes to like drama and performing arts, this is something that I studied. It's what I got my degree in. When it comes to relationships, yeah, you have two people, they start off at a relationship like this. Now, if one person insults the other person, right, that will bring their relationship, that will bring their power up, and the other person will go down. However, if you've got somebody who is being friendly, kind, and nice to somebody else and really supportive, that goes up, and the other person goes up as well, because the person who's being friendly and kind is magnanimous and everything, and it builds up somebody else. So you're less likely to have a negative reaction. It's almost like a computer game, you know, gaining reputation with certain factions. But when it comes down to it, the same is true in real life. Your customers, you can shine really, really brightly if you just have good reputation management. And it is hard at times. There are times when I've literally had to get on the phone and say to somebody, I need you to stop responding to this person right goddamn now. If you want me to keep working with you, you're going to stop responding and let me take it from here. Because the thing is, I need to protect that company. It is my job to protect the company. And it is your job to protect your company. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going crazy. God, I feel like Rick Mail, you know, when he's playing Rick. Anyway, anyway, I will leave you with have a lovely day and take care and protect your business. Stay savvy. That's a good one.
Bye-bye.